Welcome back to Live at 5. For you foodies out there, there is a new resource for you locally. Let's bring in Amanda West now. Good afternoon, Amanda. How are you?
Hey, how are you doing? I'm doing great.
I'm fine, thank you. It sounds like you've got a pretty cool new website for us here.
I sure do. It's called Let's Dine Local St. Joseph, and it's a food blog style page where I get the privilege of traveling around the St. Joseph area to interview locally owned restaurants. And our number one goal with Let's Dine Local St. Joe is just to get restaurant owners as much exposure as possible. As I say in each of my videos, the number one way you can support local businesses such as restaurants is by smashing that share button.
Now, there had always been a push for buying local, shopping local, but even more so in the last couple of years since the pandemic hit and restaurants got hit so hard.
So hard. So I actually work as a social media manager. That's my trade. And so when I work with restaurant owners, I, of course, as soon as that pandemic hit, was bombarded with story after story about how difficult things were getting. And so it, of course, made me wonder, well, what could I do that wasn't a service that would benefit these restaurants? And that's where the idea of Let's Dine Local actually came about. I started it in the Kansas City area because I actually live right in between St. Joe and KC. So I started it in KC. It took off like hotcakes. And since I lived equal distance from St. Joe to Kansas City, I was like, well, let's go benefit St. Joseph as well. And in the last 6 months that I've been here in the St. Joseph area, man, St. Joseph really loves your food and to support local businesses. And so I've heard a lot of positive things from the community and from restaurant owners here.
So as you have gotten more familiar with St. Joe restaurants here, where have you gone? What have you sampled so far?
Absolutely. So I've had the privilege of actually visiting and interviewing restaurants that are kind of the St. Joe staple restaurants, the ones that have really been around for ages. And then I've also had an opportunity to interview new restaurants. St. Joe really has some new, really exciting restaurants popping up left and right. And this last interview that I did was actually at a restaurant called BNB Runway Cafe. And they are located at the Rosecrans Airport here. Super unique experience. So while you're dining, you actually get to sit in front of a whole wall of windows that overlooks the airport runway. So you're watching aircrafts land and take off from the military all the way down to private planes.
Well, there has been a restaurant there on and off for quite some time, and we hope this latest reincarnation, the B&B Runway, is successful for sure. So when they go to your site, your blog, they'll click on it and they will just see your interviews with other restaurants then?
Absolutely. Yes, that's exactly correct. So you can scroll down, discover new restaurants. From time to time, we'll do giveaways on there as well, so you can actually win little gift cards to the restaurants. It's just a lot of fun, a good little resource that you can tap into to discover new places.
Well, people who've lived in St. Joseph for a while think they know everything about the town, but new restaurants are always popping up and fun to keep track of them this way. Amanda West, the name of the site again?
It's Let's Dine Local St. Joe.
Great. We will have that information on our website as well, and Let's Dine Local. Amanda West, thank you for joining us today.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
You bet.